It's upside down, just simple. Do like that, and let's see what we got. That's your click track. Now, one thing I notice about the audio quality, it is warm. Thank God it's warm. It's warm, but I think that's a function of GarageBand too, because Apple makes their software warm. I don't know how they do it, but their converters in the software itself makes it warm. So here's a live setting. Here's how it would look. I'm sitting here, minding my own business. We got song number 2, which I can name here easily. I'm not gonna name it. So we got the first song is my click track. So I'm sitting here. I'm at a concert, right? All right. So I'm at a concert. Let's keep the camera over here. I'm at a concert, and what I would do is, let me see if I can reposition these. I don't think I can. I tried to. So let's go to my songs again. Let's go back. Make sure it's in that level. So I'm assuming you probably have to make your songs in it goes by time, so you probably have to import your songs in from beginning to end on how your concert is. All right, so this was the last thing I made, so this is the first thing, so you make your last first, so to speak. So, all right, I got a song, I'm at a gig, blah, 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 I got my keyboards, blah, blah, blah. Now I got my keyboards, I'm about to do something, blah, 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 yeah, I got my keyboards, yeah. So we got the first track going on, all right, so I just click that. That's one click, make sure it's like that. You would set this up beforehand, so blah, 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 minding my own business. Your click track, you're ready to go, you push a button, there you go. Click track is done. You're playing your tracks, you're playing live, you're jamming, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is just a click track. All right, so cool. All right, now the song is over. Boom. 2 clicks, you save, you go to the next song, you swipe. Look how easy it was. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks. Look how fast it takes to load 7 tracks. All right, here we go. What? That's how fast it takes to load. You haven't seen it? Let's do it again. My songs again. Let's load the click tracks. Flip, click, loading click tracks, back to the beginning. I'm ready to go. All right? Next song, my songs. It's saving. Flip, click, back to the beginning. Bam. See how fast this is. Yeah. Alright, now let me show you something. Secret stuff here. Alright, so where's my MIDI cord at? Let me take my MIDI. Let me get a MIDI cord here. Alright, let's go over. Going into my little compartment. I wasn't going to do this, and I didn't try it out, so if it doesn't work, don't get mad because I'm trying to do it. So here we go. Let me pull out handy dandy MIDI cord. Alright, so this can accept MIDI. I didn't go over that, but this can accept MIDI. So I got my Motif ES right here. Later I will show you some new tricks that I got, some new stuff that I got from some friends. So we plug my MIDI out. My MIDI out of here is going into the MIDI in of, where am I at? Oh, I didn't show you the MIDI. Sorry, here's the MIDI on the other side, alright? So it's going to the MIDI in of, oh, that was out. MIDI in of here. Alright, so MIDI out from your keyboard, MIDI into the Alesis iDock. I go into utility mode here on my Motif, and I go to MIDI, and I go to other, and I change that to MIDI. Hit store. So now I'm exporting. Now I'm playing MIDI. All right. So here's a backing track here. Let's do something. I'm just experimenting. Let's add. Not a sampler. Let's add some keys. Not smart keyboard. Keyboard here. All right. That's a piano that I'm playing. Now let's go back to here. Now let me see here. Alright, we'll go back to here. Now, let me see something here. Let's go back here. Let me see if I can play this at the same time. For those of you who are sick of relying on other musicians here, so let me show you what I did. I went back to here and I added an instrument. I added a piano, alright? Then I went back to piano mode, and so I should be able to play this and play the piano at the same time. Now the cool thing about doing a so let me show you what I just did. I pretty much can have all my tracks and I can play along with it. If I want to adjust the volume and say this piano is not loud enough, I can take the piano all the way up. Alright, so that's what, I can't play it in this mode, so I just tried that. So I have to play it in the other mode. So my suggestion is do 7 of your audio tracks. Your 8th track is your instrument track that you can actually play. Switch back here and you're good to go. Now, what if I want to change the tempo? That's a little slow. I want to change this to like 120. That's the 124. That's the beauty of using Apple loops. So let's go. Yeah. Alright, so check this out. What if I don't like the piano and I want an EP? Bam! So let me turn this down a little bit. Go right here in the tempo. You can't do it live. Alright, that would have been cool if you would have been able to do it live. Turn it down a little bit more. Alright, so tempo. There we go. So let's turn this down. Alright, so. Turn it down just a little bit more so I can get a nice slug groove. Just slug it just enough. 99, that'd be cool. Let me see. Yeah. So right now, I'm playing a loop, and I have the electric piano sound that is up for this is the GarageBand's electric piano, and I have a loop. So live, if I'm by myself, I can play by myself my own backing tracks. I don't need nobody else. Dun, dun. Let me show you them chords. Simple. G flat minor 9, E flat minor 9, all minor 9, all minor 9, G flat minor 9, E flat minor 9. Actually, this is 11th, my bad. G flat 11th, minor 9, B flat minor 9. And just so. Now, I can say that they fixed the MIDI on this, because in the old, I have iOS 5 and iOS 4, this MIDI was sticking and stuff. So it's a lot better. Now, the secret. What if I want to use, when I go to my songs, remember my special samples that I made for the iPad? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where are we at on my samples? Right here. So let's delete that. Let's import a loop. First of all, let's add another track, and then we're importing a loop here, showing you directly. All right, and we go back here. All right, so let me take this up higher. Import. Let's import another loop. KDFL motivation. Let's import yes. That's 130 BPM. All right, so yeah. All right, so here, I click here, and it's the sampler with my samples. That's a Bart. That's my MKS EP2 course, playing with the samples. So once again, I can load up my own samples. I'll show you guys how to purchase my samples when they come out. So then I can play the track. See what I'm saying? So this can be your all-in-all answer to your whole entire gig. You don't have everybody else. You put the first 7 audio tracks on there, and you can play the 3rd track. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. So once they add more power to it, this MIDI. Let me try and make the MIDI, because in iOS 4 the MIDI was not that great. So anyway, so this MIDI is actually doing pretty good. Last time it kind of messed up on me, but this MIDI is actually doing pretty good. Another thing too, let me have a USB cord real quick. Sorry about my studio, it's a little messy. Gets messy when you try and work it. So here we go, USB cord. All right. Now, this is, I don't know if this is an error on my part. I don't know if this is something that they have to fix. But another thing you have to know, you go in online, and on Alesis website you can download the firmware. And I guess the new firmware fixed the MIDI. So the MIDI is excellent. So now on the side here, I didn't show you this, but on the side you have your MIDI, and you have USB MIDI out, which is crazy. Why did I pick one of the rarest MIDI cords that I ever have? I have a double female MIDI cord for special stuff, and I picked the wrong one. So let me get me a USB here. There we go. So my USB, come out of here. Check this out. This is even cooler. This is even cooler. This is even cooler. This is even cooler. Now, my problem with this, I don't know if this is me. I don't know if this is a grounding issue, but when I plug the MIDI into my iMac, I get some crazy grounding issues. I get some crazy feedback. So check this out. You hear that? It's like really, it's some grounding issue. So I don't like that. So hopefully there's a firmware to fix that, or maybe I'm not doing something right, but I hope that's not the case. Now, check this out. I'm about to open up my audio MIDI setup. And window, let's look at show MIDI. And let me scroll. Look at this. The Alesis I/O dock acts as a MIDI interface as well. It's sitting right here. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So you can transmit MIDI out of here to back and forth to your device. Now, I would probably never use that just yet, because I would record all my stuff here and transfer it there. But, yo, this is for $200. So $500 iPad, $200 I/O dock, $700, and you're looking real sweet. You got you a nice little setup, nice little studio. Get you a $400, $500 controller, and you are looking real good. So that's Jamal Hartwell coming at you with playing backing tracks, iPad, I/O dock, everything that you need. Love it, love it, love it. I'm having some fun over here. I can't wait to use this live. So this is the setup. This is the future. This is the future. So I know you guys love your Logic. I know you love your Ableton Live. But yo, look how small this is. Look how compact this is. This is your live gig. Bam. I'm all by myself. Let me change this tempo a little faster. A little faster, a little faster. There we go. 120. I like 120. Maybe a little faster. Let's go a little faster. All right, yeah. Bye-bye. Alright, so one thing I can say, the converters on this Alesis, they're very warm and dark. Like I like it, like my little ASR 10 over here. They're very warm. So there we go. Jamal Hartwell coming at you, Gospel Musicians, Part 4. How to connect, how to set backing tracks, number 1. How to add the backing tracks to your iPad, number 2. Number 3, how to load them up in your iPad. Number 4, how to use your I/O dock to import the sounds and play them live. In my opinion, the I/O dock is a hands-down no-brainer as the #1 docking station for audio applications for live, real live musicians. So, Jamal Hartwell, Gospel Musicians, coming at you.
For more fat clips, go to gospelmusicians.com.